goddamn get it on, will ya? Woo. When I blow up now, everybody's so unusual with it. Shit. But said times in his rhymes cause his memories.
Okay guys, welcome back to the channel again. So today, as you guys probably remember, we're going to be doing the glow plugs on the glow plug module on the M57N engine, which is the diesel engine. We are going to be fitting new glow plugs and a new glow plug module relay, because on this car, this Toast, it's at 80k. The glow plug should come out very, very easy considering they're not even hit 100k. So they should be coming out and I'm going to change them. You guys know, if you leave them in too long, they end up seizing up and end up cracking in the head. That's not something I really want to do. Therefore, I am going to be replacing them. So let's get onto it and I'm going to show you how to get them out. Okay guys, so you're going to need a 10mm socket and you're going to want to get the glow plugs, which are just down here. As you see my socket on them. And then what you're going to want to do is just crack them loose, which these are already loose. And I don't know why. So we're just going to loosen them all up and take them out. And we're going to see the state of them once we take them out. So that's done. And you'll see that they're quite carboned up on the inside, so they're completely gone. I think these are proper, yeah, they're Beru, so they're original BMW ones. So that's one out. Now we're going to get the other 5 out. So you don't want to keep the leads in the proper positions. Again, this one's not too tight, so BMW didn't over tighten them like they usually do, which is a good thing on this car. So that's another one badly carboned up again. So it's another glow plug out. We're going to go for the third one. Don't want to mix up all the connectors. This one's quite stiff. So we are just going to loosen them all and take them out. There's another one. As you see, carboned up again. As you see there, now I've got another one which looks like it hasn't been working very hard. You can see here it's not very well cooked, it's got white stuff on it, which means that one ain't been working fully. We're going to get to the 5th one now. And as you can hear, they're squealing as they come out, so I think I've just done it just in time. And I just want to let you guys know I did warm up the engine before I did this as well, so they've come out easy. And as you see there, it's another one, fully Toast. And as you see there, all 6 glow plugs are now out of the car. Now they're out, we're going to be fitting the new ones. So the next thing we want to do is get to the glow plug module, which sits down here. And we're going to take off all the connectors first, which I believe is very important to do first. Take the connectors off. Oh no, this ain't tightened too tight. It's just tightened, slackened up very easily. Just want to be careful not to lose the screw. And then capture the bolt right there. Then same for the next one. Be careful with these bolts. These are the kind of bolts they are. Very, very tiny 10mm bolts. You lose them, you won't be bolting your glow plug module back up. So you need to be very careful with them. And the glow plug module should just come out of this bracket. It is quite buried under here, as many of you guys know. We've done this already before. As you see there, that's the glow plug module out right here, and that's what it looks like that we're going to be replacing. So as you see here, this is the box of stuff that I ordered, the new glow plug module, the glow plugs, and everything else. As you see, that's all the glow plugs, the new Bosch ones, and this is the glow plug module, the new one, to get these glow plugs cracking again. Now these are all Beru, which is the same as the spark plugs were, which is the same as the glow plugs were, so we're going to be replacing that. Like for like, throw that down there. Now we're going to stick this back in. And slide it back in the same way. I'll put it on this bracket. Like that. And not much room, I might add, to be able to get to everything, but it is doable. Now, if you want to put on your 10mm nuts, you want to be very careful with these because these are tiny. Not a lot of space to see down here at all. You want to make sure your vacuum lines are put back on, or your clips are back on. And that's all done. So now what we're going to do is retighten everything. First bolt down. And the second bolt down. So now that's the glow plug module done. So now that's done, we're going to go and put in all the glow plugs. As you see here, brand new glow plugs we're going to be inserting. And we're not going to tighten these down too tight because we want to be able to get them out next time. I'm going to put one in, leave it there, tighten them all down as we go along. And the way the car will run after will be a lot better than what it is now, so it is worth doing. Just want to tighten them all down and not over tighten them. I'm going to be regularly changing these, so but for other people, when they take it to a garage and have it done, garage will end up charging you a fortune and doing it over tightened. As you see there, that's all the glow plugs fitted and the glow plug module replaced. Okay guys, so now we've done all the glow plugs and the glow plug module, now it's time to put the manifold back on the car. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the manifold back on the car, but as you guys know, the gaskets like to come out, and as you would have seen when I took the manifold off, they were stuck everywhere. So what we're going to do is use a little bit of water-based silicone to just put the gaskets in, so we can then manage to put it on the manifold without them dropping out. It's a very easy task I like to use to be able to put them back on these cars. So as you see there guys, manifold gaskets are all back in. Now I'm not going to change them because to be fair, they don't really need changing. I'm just going to put them back on the way they were. We're going to bolt it back up, everything's ready to go. Putting the manifold back on these cars is very, very straightforward because all you need to do is just get it in proper alignment, which is right here, bolt it up here, here, and then you just press down. Be careful of all the injector wiring as well as you do this, and then you just press down and the manifold's back on. Very easy. Now we're going to retighten it back down, all the 11mm nuts first because that's important to put them back down. So we'll do the first one here, then we'll go along and we'll tighten the top ones after. I like to do the bottom ones first because it's just peace of mind that I know they've been done and I don't have to worry about it. Ever worrying about them not being done. So we're just going to do that now as well. We'll use a magnetic tool, put it on. So now what we're going to do is re-plug everything back up. Just going to start plugging all the connectors back up to here. So plug this back up. And we'll go round and torque them down after. I need to put all the connectors back in, so we need that to be held steady while I do that. Now guys, if you remember this engine hook, which is right here, we're going to put this back on the third bolt here before we bolt it back down. So it's in position. So now we're going to go ahead and just tighten down all the 11mm bolts. Now we've got all the connectors on at the rear. As you see there, that's the manifold all tightened back up. And last but not least, the dipstick. There you have it guys, that's the manifold now complete back on. Just want to put the EGR pipe back on there. So as you see there guys, everything's now complete. The car didn't have swell flaps, as many of you guys, if you would have watched the previous video. We have now completed the glow plugs on the glow plug module. I am going to be putting all the engine covers back on because I am now fully finished with this engine, so I no longer need to worry about doing this or doing that anymore. We're going to start it up, make sure everything's running perfect, and then that'll be it guys. Engine covers back on, air intake's back on, fan is just a reverse of putting it back on, spin it back on just like you would on the M54. Everything is done. And if many of you guys have watched this who are from a petrol, you will now see how simple it is compared to on a diesel to remove the manifold and to do what you need to do then on an M54 engine, which you need to do all them vacuum lines which are everywhere on the manifold itself. Where on a diesel it's not like that. They're all underneath the manifold, and this is what makes the diesels a lot better to work on and easy. As you've seen, I've managed to get the manifold off and back on in no time at all. It's a very, very simple job. Everything on this engine is very, very easy to do. I think the hardest thing on this car, and this is because it's an X5, so it stands very high, is the water pump and redoing the water pump gasket. But apart from that, it's a very, very simple job. Another fiddly thing, which can be fiddly but not hard, is the tensioner itself, but they very rarely go on the diesels again. So therefore, it is an easy job to be able to access everything on this car and be able to do everything yourself from home, as you saw me do. As you see there, guys, it's all started, running nice and perfect. I am going to be taking it for a test drive after we put everything back together. Putting everything back together is just a reverse, so it's on the next 5. I'm not really going to be re-showing that, how to remove that, because a lot of you would have seen me remove it, so it doesn't make sense. Definitely, if you're doing it on an E60, it'll be completely different. Same for an E90, completely different. All you've got to do is remove the plastic covers. But for this, you have to remove the whole scuttle panel and get everything out. So there you have it, guys. I've now shown you how to replace your glow plugs and how to get them out without snapping them. I've also shown you how to replace your glow plug module on your M57N engine. I've also shown you how to remove and replace the manifold as well. And if you ever wanted to get to your swell flaps, which I know a lot of you will have the swell flaps, I'm just very lucky because I've got an E53 which doesn't actually have them. It does not mean you're not going to have them, especially on the E90s. Also, E90 and E60 will have them. So make sure you do remove them. Do not take the chance thinking you don't have them. Only E53 was out, because it was a common failure where the M57 engines in the E53s were blowing up thanks to the swell flat. So BMW actually removed them and come up with a better way to produce the emissions for these cars. So I hope it's going to help a lot of you guys, especially in all the other countries. And as I said, I purchased this car to help a lot of you guys, instead of making my channel more just petrol based and all for American based and Canadian based. I bought this engine specifically for the UK and the Europeans, and there's a few Americans that do have this engine as well. I thank a lot of you guys for actually watching, and there's going to be a lot more content on this car because this is actually my own car, so it's going to be here to stay. And as I said to you, I did purchase this car based on my family needs. I actually need this car, and this is why I got it in this size, not an E90 or not an E60, because I needed a boot that actually opens like a hatchback. So I actually purchased the car, so it is my car and it is low mileage. There's going to be a lot of stuff to come still on this car, and like I said, there's going to be a lot of content, so if you ain't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.